Hey guys, welcome back to Asvi Be Creative. This is Ashwati. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to stitch skirt and top for babies and kids. It's very easy, very simple, but then it has got a designer touch to it. It's a little bit different, so babies and kids can wear it for any party or wedding functions, and it's gonna look beautiful on them. So let's start with skirt stitching. So first of all, we need to take fabric. Here I have taken 1.5 meter fabric, and my baby is 1.5 year old, so 1.5 meter fabric will be more than enough for 1.5 year old, even 2 year old babies. And here what I'm gonna do is, first we will take the length and width of skirt. For length I'll be taking 8 inches. To that I'll be adding 4 inches extra, that is 12 inches length. And for width I'll be taking 40 inches because we'll be having a lot of ruffles, so we definitely need more width. Here we can definitely adjust the width and length as per baby's measurement and as per the fabric. One more thing I need to mention here is, please do take net fabric. Please, I mean, why? Because we can avoid a lot of sewing here, which you're gonna get it later on while I'm stitching. So for frills, we are gonna have 2 frills. For that, for frills I'll be taking 6-inch length, and then for width I'll be taking 60 inches. So for skirt, actual skirt, we have taken 40-inch width, so we'll be taking 20 inches extra for frills, because for frills we'll be having more ruffles and frills, right? So for that, so again, what we are gonna do is, for frills we'll be taking the small pleats, and we'll be stitching on top of actual skirt. So that's the reason we are taking extra 20 inches. You can definitely take more measurement, I mean more inches extra, and in that way we will have more ruffles, more pleats actually. And now if you do not have fabric, that much fabric to cut actual 60 inches straight away, you can definitely cut 20 plus 20 plus 20 inches, 3 fabrics, and join them together, or cut 2 fabric of 30 plus 30 and then join them together. So it's all up to you guys. We need not cut exactly 60 inches ka fabric. It's up to us. If we have fabric in that way, you can definitely cut it in that way. If not, as I did here, we can definitely cut 2 or 3 pieces and join them together. Okay, that would be fine. So here for frills, I have cut out 2 frills here, and for each frill I have cut out 2 fabrics, and here I'll be joining them together. In that way I will be getting 60 inches with frills. So here it is. Now we will have to join this. So once we join, we will get the straight frill, and then we will be pleating it. Before that, we will have to cut one more piece of cloth for frills, which I think you guys must have already seen this picture of skirt, how it looks like. So on top of frills, at the end we are going to sew small ruffles, which is so pretty. If you do not want that, you can definitely avoid it, but here I want to have that. So I'll be cutting 2-inch width fabric, just like so, from net. So as you guys can see, it is very easy for me to cut net, and not just that, I need to sew both the ends of net. Why? Because the edges are very neat, and threads won't be coming out if it is net fabric. If it is any other fabric, we will have to sew the edges, so which is double work, right? So we can avoid it if we are taking net fabric. That's the reason I specifically mentioned that it's always better to take net fabric, because we can avoid a lot of work. So it is perfect for beginners as well. So at the end of frills, we'll be sewing these small ruffles, that is pleats, small pleats together, and we'll be sewing it over at the edge of frills. Okay, so definitely we need a lot of this fabric for creating these small ruffles or pleats. So I do not have exact measurement how much was needed, so I'll be randomly cutting out few strips of fabric, and I'll be joining it together. Now the very first thing I'll be doing is, I'll be joining frills. As I said you guys, I have cut out 2 pieces of fabric, and I'll be joining that together, so it forms a single fabric cloth, and we'll be creating pleats with that as frills. And now on top of it, at the edge of this fabric, edge of this frill, I'll be creating these small pleats with this net fabric. So it's very simple, very easy, nothing much. It's any beginner can do it. Adjust the fabric in such a way that it forms small pleats. I mean, try to make it as small as possible so that it looks more beautiful. So as you guys can see, I have first created small pleats just like so, and then I'll be stitching it at the edge of the fabric. So half of the ruffles will be, I mean, outside the frills, and half will be inside. I mean, just in between we'll be creating this pleats at the edge of the frills. I think I'm very horrible at explaining things. I know that. I'm so sorry, guys. I think you guys can understand by looking at the video. So just create this, and it's gonna take some time, but the end result is amazing. Now that the frills are done, now we'll move on to actual skirt. So for that, I have already taken exact measurement, actually 1 inch less than that of the actual length of the skirt, and then I'll be keeping that lining part and the actual skirt together, and I'll be folding half an inch, and then I'll be taking this elastic. This is 1 inch elastic, 1 inch width elastic, and then I'll be folding edge of the skirt in such a way that we can insert this elastic very easily. So since my elastic measurement width is 1 inch, I'll be folding it as 1¼ inch so that we can easily insert elastic. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'll be folding half an inch so that it's easier for me to fold this edge again and insert elastic, so there is no, I mean, edges are very neat, which edges should be very neat. That's what we want to do. Once it is done, again I'll be folding in such a way that I can insert the elastic very easily. You can just place the elastic and see if it's gonna have that space to insert elastic, and then I'll be folding it and giving it a stitch like so. So here I have taken satin fabric as a lining fabric. You guys can take any like any good fabric. I wouldn't recommend you guys to take a normal cotton fabric. It wouldn't be that, I mean, beautiful. You can take a good satin material so that it wouldn't be uncomfortable for baby. And also when you are taking net fabric, it's always better to take a fabric which wouldn't be uncomfortable for babies. So please take care of that as well. This is a fabric which I already had with me. That's the reason I went with it. So now we are gonna place frills. Okay, we need to first place frills in such a way that it's I mean, we need to get pleats in good measurements. I mean, it should be an equal measurement. So I'll be placing first the bottom frill, and then we will move on to the top frill. Okay, first what we are gonna do is I'm gonna just fold the frill and then see where the exact middle part comes, and I'm gonna do the same with the actual skirt as well. I'll be just folding it and seeing where the middle part comes like, and there I'll be just inserting it. I mean, I'll be attaching this frill and pin, I mean frill and skirt together with the help of pin. so that middle part comes. And one thing I'm making sure is that I'll be just like pinning this actual skirt's main net fabric and frill fabric together, not the lining. So just let the lining fabric keep it aside, just like so. And then what I'm gonna do is I'll be again taking the middle measurement, the middle measurement for the frill and the skirt in the other half of the fabric. So basically we need to create pleats which has got equal measurement. Rather than taking measurements, equal measurements, it's much easier if we can take the exact middle part just by folding it and just pin it together with the exact middle part of the skirt. I hope you understand. So I'm doing the same. I'm just pinning it. Once it is done, now we have an idea, right? Whatever fabric is left over in between this middle portion, I'm just taking 1 inch like width, and then I'll be folding it. I'm just making sure that whatever fabric is left over, it's I mean, I can accommodate that as pleats, and it's in equidistance as well. So that's what I have done here. So in this way I feel that it's much easier. If you want, what you can do is you can take the frill measurement completely, whatever measurement is there, and then divide it equally, and then place it over the skirt, and then create pleats. That is another method, but then it takes a lot of time and there is a lot of calculations as well. You need not do that. This is very simple. It's very simple method, but then it works as well. So there is no compromise with the design or the work we are doing. It is very similar. It's the same actually, so you can go with it. First just pin at the side as well, so that it's, I mean, we can take the measurement easily. Now take the half and then take the skirt half as well and pin both the halves together, just like so. And again take the frills half, and then once it is done, just pleat it. Whatever fabric is left, just pleat it just like so, and then pin it. That's it. Secure it using this kind of pin. This pin is available in any sewing machine or craft stores. It's very easily available. This is a must, you guys. Even if you are a beginner or if you are a pro at it, I will highly recommend you guys to have these kind of pins because it's very helpful. So it's done. Very simple. In 5 minutes we could actually do this, and we are going to repeat the same for the other frill as well. Here we'll be if we want, we can fold a bit at the side, just like so. I have shown you guys so that it's a little bit more neat. So here you can see that the second frill I have which I have already pleated. I haven't folded or anything. I haven't done anything. I have kept the raw edges just like that. Since it is net fabric, it is still very neat. It doesn't have any threads coming out, anything like that. So that's the reason I did again I'm mentioning this to you guys, that try to take a net fabric because the work would be much easier. So again repeat the same for the other frill as well. Now we have stitched this frills together with the skirt, and we need to take elastic as per the measurement of baby's waist. So you can measure it, whatever the whatever baby's waist measurement is, just take that and elastic and put it through the skirt, just like so, with the help of safety pin. And once it is done, join this part together, both the edges together, and it's done. Our skirt is done. So I have made this rose flower to just make the skirt even more beautiful, and I'll be sewing it, but I'll be just hand sewing it. And I've done a detailed video how to make this rose flower out of any waste fabric, so please do check it out so that you guys can have a better idea. It's very easy to make, at the same time very beautiful. This flower is very versatile. We can use it for bows and on dresses and for shoes. So please do check out that video. And then I have taken a button and I have sewed it exactly in the middle. So these are all optional. It's as per your creativity, as per the things available at your home, you can do it. And that's it, guys. It's very simple. Skirt is done. All you need is patience and little bit of hard work and interest to it. You can easily do it. I have also done a circular skirt stitching for babies, which is very simple, very easy, and it looks very pretty. So if you guys haven't checked it out, please do check it out. Now that skirt is done, let's move on to top. Even for top, I have already done a video of a designer top, which is very simple and easy, which doesn't require much stitching because it doesn't have much openings and all. So please do check it out as well. It's very easy and simple. Now for this blouse, I'll be stitching a crop top, and this peacock feather design, I haven't done it in this video. That will be done as a separate video. So if you guys haven't subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe and click that notification bell so that you do not miss any of the coming videos. And now for blouse, first let's work with lining fabric. Here I have taken hardly half a meter fabric because it's for babies, and it's a very small blouse, crop top blouse, so it doesn't require a lot of fabric. Now let's start with the measurement. Now I am taking a top which does fit her pretty well, so I'll be taking measurements according to that, and definitely I'll be making some changes as well. So let's start with the neck measurement. Now for neck width, not width, first let's take the length, and it's actually almost 3 inches. So what we are going to do is we are going to take 2.5 inches. Anyways, it will be we have to take less for the actual less than that of the actual measurement, because once we cut a little bit of fabric and extra will be there at the end. So we need to take a less measurement. So I have taken 2.5 inches. So after stitching, it is gonna be it's gonna turn out to be 3 inches. And neck width, I'll be taking 2 inch. Okay, to 2.5 inches width, 2.5 inches length and 2 inch width, and I'll be drawing a square just like so. And then for shoulder length, I'll be taking almost 2 inches. No, extra is to be taken, so it's total 3 inches. And now for armhole, again I'll be taking the measurement as per the top which we have already taken. Then I'll be drawing a L shape like so, and after that I'll be drawing a curve shape. So in that way it turns out to be a armhole. Then I'll be marking the total length of top as per the top measurement top I have. So it's all according to you guys. Whatever measurement you need, you can adjust and take accordingly. Now once it is done, mark all the measurements just like so, and I'm gonna cut it out. Not the neck part. Neck part I want it to be a little bit round, not square, so we are gonna work it later on. So after that I'll be separating these two fabric. One would be front and one would be back. So I want back neck not that deeper that of front neck, so I'll be marking the measurement accordingly and then cutting it out. have kept lining cloth and the velvet cloth together, and we have just pinned it so that it is secure, doesn't move while stitching. Now we will stitch at the edge of this cloth right from this armhole, and we will come to shoulders and then neck part, and then we will end at the armhole part itself. In this way we need not use any buckram or canvas or anything like that to create a perfect neckline. With the same lining fabric itself we can create neckline and neat armhole. In that way it is very good. I feel that it's a very nice method. It is very easy and very convenient as well. So just do the same for both the sides, front as well as back. Now that we have sewed through the edges, all we need to do is make small cuts and then put the this blouse part inside out for both back and front, and this way we get perfect neckline and shoulder and armholes. And after that, before joining the shoulders together, we need to work a bit with the back fabric, and then we will attach the shoulders. Now that we have got two parts at the back side, we need to put on hooks and loop for it. Now before putting hooks, we need to add putty to it, and for putty I have taken 2 inches width here, which was absolute bummer. We need to take at least 4 inches to work with it, else it would be very difficult. So please do keep in mind to take at least 4-inch width putty, and length we would be taking extra 2 inches than that of the actual length of blouse, so that we have extra fabric to fold. And we will be cutting it out, and this velvet fabric is something which would be visible from outside. And for other part of back side, we'll be taking one more putty which would be from lining fabric, because that won't be visible. That is something which would go inside. Okay, now if you have any doubt, you just take your sari blouse, normal sari blouse, and have a look at it, and then you will have a better idea how the putty is, and that way you can understand it better. Now first we'll be attaching the putty which would be visible from outside, and this would come left side, and loop will be there in this left side, and right part we will be attaching the putty which wouldn't be visible, that is the lining from the lining fabric, and there we will be stitching hooks. Okay, so it's very simple. Just have a look at your sari blouse, and you will see that left side there are loops, and right side there is this hooks, because most of the people are right-handed, so just to make it easier, we'll be attaching hooks at the right side of the blouse. Okay, now just attach this. I mean, usually we attach putty, no, in the same manner you can attach this, so just have a look at it. So we have attached putty and also we have attached shoulder part together. Then we have gone over the edges of this blouse neckline and armhole once again, so that there is very much neat finish, so that it has a better look, professional look as well. So once it is done, now we will have to work with the bottom part. As you guys can see, there is a lot of leftover fabric and all, and for that first I will be keeping this blouse together in the way exactly how the blouse should look like, and then I'll be pinning it with this usual craft pin, with this beaded pin, and then whatever extra fabric is there at the end, I'll be just cutting it out and then finishing it off with the help of putty. And here for putty I have taken 1.5 inch, and all we need to do is we need to attach this putty and stitch the sides together. can sew hook to right side and loops to other side. So just have a look at your sari blouse or any other normal blouse with the hooks and loops, so you can definitely have a better idea about it. And this peacock feather design will be coming up pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. And that's it guys, it's very simple, very easy. Please to try it out, and if you try it out, please to send me picture through my mail or Instagram, so I'll be definitely sharing it in my community tab. I really hope this video has been helpful for you all. If so, you all know what to do. Please to give this video a big thumbs up, as well as subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. See you very soon in very next video. Till then, it's bye bye, take care, love you all.